Alright, good morning everybody. Good to see some people on stream. I hope you're all doing well. I hope your morning is refreshing and the day is inspiring. It's Sunday anyway, so why not do something nice? While we're waiting for some... yeah, that's the one. While we're waiting for some more people to join, I wanted to ask you guys if you have any ideas what to draw. I'm kind of blank on this one, just like this piece of paper that keeps autofocusing. But I downloaded an app. It's called what's it called? Jazza's Arty Games. You might have heard about it somewhere. This guy Jazza, he's a YouTuber with like a shit ton of subscribers, and he's doing a lot of different art stuff. And he created this app together with a couple of his pals. And here you can basically, it's like a challenge generator, which is really cool. And here I was thinking we can try it out today and get some sort of challenge. Maybe, I don't know, I'm mostly interested in these two, in character challenge and environment challenge. And the way this app works is that you select your time, whatever, maybe, do you? Hey, time, no? Okay, well, you select the type of environment that you want to draw, and then you say, can I change time? No, okay. Oh well, and then you click go, and then it gives you some sort of description, and when you set a timer, it also well, you basically have a timer for this, or you can also have unlimited time. Anyway, so I thought maybe maybe something like that could be fun. What do you think? Oh yeah, now you can set the time. Do you think character, environment, or I don't know, maybe you have some other ideas in mind? Let's involve everybody. I don't know. I think character challenges are really popular on Instagram, and there are a lot of them. So maybe something more unique we can come up with if we do this environment challenge. But we have a choice of interior and exterior, or both. What do you think would be more fun? I think maybe interior. I don't know. Let's have both maybe. Yeah, let's have both, and then just see what it brings us. All right. So here we have the prompt for today. It's a music room that is full of neon lights and features a cat. True. Let's remove the timer. Okay, there is no timer anymore. Good point, Schmilicopter. Alright. Let's try again. A calm forest bursting with fairies and features a lake. Can we reroll? Or Or that's not a challenge enough. Okay, a calm forest bur- bur- burstling with fairies and features a lake. Yeah, let's remove fairies. I also don't like it. Oh, a steampunk interrogation room that is on fire and features a lab. What the fuck? Sorry. Just let's try another one. A dungeon being inspected for termites and features a candy. Okay, let's maybe stick with in exterior. A church or religious site with a lot of bubbles and features a broken sundial. I think that's actually pretty cool. I have an idea for this one. So it's some sort of a church or a religious building with a lot of bubbles, whatever that means. That like I think the second part is actually quite easy to do because you can add I don't know like a swamp around it or that's bubbling or I don't know a cauldron or whatnot, and then features a broken sundial. That's also kinda easy. So I'm thinking a church or a religious site. It could be something really old. I think I should make a screenshot of that just to have it. Yeah, so I think a church, a religious site, it could be something really old and maybe ruins, abandoned, something like that. We haven't drawn them in a while, okay? Do you have any do you have any other suggestions except of Domiki? I think Domiki are good. Anyway, it doesn't have to be, oh, laundry day. Damn it. Sorry to hear that. I think religious site doesn't necessarily have to be a house. It could be, I don't know, like a Stonehenge or a pyramid or some sort of like an altar or whatnot. Anyway, so the second part is easy, and broken sundial also would make sense to have in near an abandoned church or a forest, so or in the swamp. So I'm thinking it could be like a jungle forest with some sort of ruins maybe in the distance of some sorts. Let's just do it schematically for now. It could be like an sort of like a Greek temple. Maybe that would be fun to have in the jungle because it kind of doesn't fit in the jungle, but that's the whole point. So then there would be like a road of some sorts, and then maybe a sundial is right in front of it. We can also research sundial on Pinterest because it doesn't matter now because it's so small, but sundial. Yeah, so it's this kind of thing. So yeah, it's basically like a circle with a spike in the middle. Might be also on the floor, doesn't have to be on the column. And then there is like a jungle here, jungle there, and maybe like a swamp or something like that further there with a lot of bubbles. Broken, yeah, it we'll make it broken in details. Or it could be what else is? Oh, you know where else you can see bubbles? In water. So it doesn't like this prompt doesn't say that it's not underwater. Maybe like maybe there is a church that is kind of like crooked a little bit on the side, and the tower is almost broken, and there are fish everywhere. Maybe like some boulders and rocks or something like that, and bubbles coming out of the church because there are some animals living in it or something like that. Okay, let's do maybe there is an elf making soap bubbles. True. You really want to draw a character, don't you? A church with a lot of bubbles features a broken sound. Okay, it might be like it could be also a bathtub with a little elf playing like with a church. In a very bubbly bubble bath. I think this is a little this is a little bit weird though. I'm not sure what I like. Hey, good morning. You joined us. This is great. We're drawing with an app. We're getting a prompt from an app. Maybe it's like a shamanistic circle of some sorts. Did they have circles? I don't know. With some like a totem in the middle. It can be in a religious site, right? Oh yeah, dark cultists with something with bubbling black goo. Maybe, yeah. Could you know what? Could be that in religious side, the whole totem in the middle, whatever it is, kind of, is the sundial, and is broken. Maybe there is his head laying next to it or something, like this. And then the bubbles, there is just maybe something spreading out of it, and it's bubbling everywhere. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do the last one. Last thumbnail. Религиозное место. You know, you go sightseeing. That's the same site, I guess. Maybe not. But same point. Religious website with a lot of bubbles. Okay, and there is like an address bar, something very churchy. Bubbles. Yeah, not sure. Not sure about this one. I think compositionally, the first two might be the most interesting ones, but I think we should also do some value exploration or whatever it's called. So this stuff will be dark because it's in the back, in the foreground. Maybe there is like a stone here sticking out and another stone here. Something like that. That about this bathtub idea. Not sure about this elf guy. Cultist also is a cool idea. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this one is middle ground and the rest is background. Fish floating around the church is this one. But I kinda like the idea that this is happening in an aquarium. So maybe this is a good idea. To draw an aquarium. We can do it a double challenge. We can do it in isometry. How about that? Like it's isometric aquarium and then there is a church. Might be really cool. But for that we need a grid. And grids are a little bit boring to draw. But we probably will do them nonetheless. Sounds like a good idea, right? I think isometric aquarium is the way to go. So to do the isometric grid we need basically a vertical line. So for those who don't know, isometry is when basically when you don't have vanishing points. Like you have a grid of going this way, I think 60 degrees, this way 30 degrees, and then vertically. And ideally this all combines. So. Yeah, this camera is weird. I told her to not autofocus, but still. Okay, come back soon. Helicopter. Right. So it's. I believe it's. Yeah, I know the camera is autofocusing all the time, but I don't think I can change it during the stream. I would have to like restart it. So not sure it's a good idea. Yeah, so to do the isometric grid, I think it's like, what is it? Yeah, you basically, if you have a grid of like gridded paper with these vertical and horizontal lines, you go left 2 and then up 1 and then you draw the line, and then you do the same in the opposite way. So you would have the what's it called, 60 degree angle. I have this handy triangle, so I think I can cheat a little bit and do it this way. but no, I slept alright. Didn't drink much, and I don't think I'm that sick yet, at least. But thank you. I think it's partially this new microphone that I have that nobody likes, including me, but that's what we have for now. Is anyone else going to draw as well? Something with church bubbles and all that? Would be cool. No, I slept. Don't worry, guys. It's just morning voice. Ow. I think maybe it's fine for now in that direction. But then we need to do the same way here. And it's easier like that. Oh, cool. Good job, Musk. This is going to be amazing. Because also, partially because I lost the recording of the previous isometric drawing that we did, which was was a really stupid story. I wanted to upload it to YouTube to have like an archive of streams there, and I wanted to have a cover for the video, so like a thumbnail. So I just took a picture and sent it to myself to another PC, like where I'm working from, and I tried to save it in this, like in the folder with the video file, and I didn't know that if you select the file during when you're saving something on PC, it replaces the file. Because on Mac it will just save the file. If it's a different extension, then it won't replace the file because it's like two different files. But on Windows, for some reason, it didn't do that, and it was actually already like halfway uploaded to YouTube. So that's a pity. Maybe we can replace that video with this new isometric drawing video. This part is a little boring, I would agree, but it's also necessary because it's gonna help a lot later. I saw a few tutorials online how to make an isometric grid. So if you don't have gridded paper or something like that, it's not actually that hard, and it doesn't have to be perfect unless, you know, like you're doing a super detailed illustration for a customer or something. Last time I think we did much more wobbly version of that grid. Alright, so we have the grid of these basically we have isometric grid. So now what we can do is use it to construct anything. In this case, we're gonna construct an aquarium, and we're gonna put a church in there, and then see how much time we have left, because yeah, if we have enough time, we can construct something, or we can do the watercolor, or we can do whatever we want there. Anyway, so I'm thinking about where I want the image to appear, because that will, like, if I want my church to be here, it should be kind of in the middle of the aquarium, so this will be like maybe 3 by 3, 4, yeah, some kind of like, it could be really big aquarium, but isometry is really deceptive, I think, because it's kind of hard to estimate, because you don't really see isometric stuff in your daily life, or at least I don't, so I think I'm just not trained to doing that. But if this is the base of our aquarium, then we can go up and up here as well. Maybe it should go lower. Maybe it should be like here. Yeah. But what with isometry, it's really helpful to have the grid, because then you basically, every line that you draw more or less follows the grid or goes straight vertically. And for that you can use the sides of your paper to kind of guide yourself. And you can see already that our grid is also not perfect. Like this line, it should theoretically go through all the points and be perfectly vertical, but it's a little wobbly here and there. Hi, Nervin. Okay, so how is the grid going there, Mosk? Alright, let's do the last corner here. And then this guy will go here, like that. And then this line will be parallel to the other one. So it's kind of like everything is parallel to itself, which is really handy. And this one, yeah, this one is messed up, I think. Kinda have to cheat there, I think, a little bit, because this should intersect like here. Okay, I think it's, let's see, is it close enough? Can we move it a little bit to the side, like this? Yeah, I think this is close enough. In the great scheme of things, it's not gonna matter that much. What, Mosk? How's the grid going? You're drawing the grid, you said. I'm just curious. Alright. So let's sketch some church inside. We can actually treat this line that I did before as the ground within the aquarium. So something like green coin. Might be a new cryptocurrency, but just make it a little bit lighter so it's easier to see what's going on there. Alright, so let's see, it's a church and the aquarium, so maybe there is like a kind of like a cave. I don't know why that would mean like a church and an aquarium would mean that there should be a cave, but maybe some. Yeah, I mean, usually you do see caves in aquariums because that makes it fun for fish, I guess. Something like that, maybe like. And then there should be a sundial, and sundial can be. It can be on the church. You know, like if we have church somewhere like here, and then here would be water. Yeah, and then maybe like some of these rocks are sticking out like this. And the top of the church can also stick out, but first we need to draw the church. For those who joined us and missed the beginning of the stream, we're doing this the prompt from Jaza's Artsy Games app. So this time we got a church or religious site that with a lot of bubbles and that features a broken sundial. So that's what we have to work with. And church or religious site, it could also be like a really, churches can be really different, right? Like it could be a little Orthodox church. Yeah, I think actually that would be fun to have like an Orthodox church there. I wonder if the church also has to be in isometry, just in kind of its own isometry. That's a tough question. What's more fun than Orthodox church? True. You know, I mean, like I think it just might look cool because there are sometimes like this really squared with this like this onion thing in the middle. And I think like sometimes they're just these cubic churches, and I think it might look fun to have a cube here at the bottom. So there would be like Do you think people will get offended with having a church in an aquarium? I guess people will get offended no matter what, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, maybe Orthodox Church is sinking. Didn't know, didn't know where that came from. Okay, let's not go too much into that. Let's see what's going on here. Is anybody else drawing? I mean, laundry day doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do the laundry all day, right? Well, let's also research some Orthodox churches. Let's see if this one, the stream references, and then go to Orthodox. Not icon, but church. Oh yes. Oh, that would be really cool. Leaves? Didn't see that coming, but I guess why not? Yeah, I think maybe a church like that would be more fun. I don't know, like to draw a church like that would be fun anyway. But I don't know we have time to draw such a big building underwater. So how do you call these churches then? If Orthodox Church is this thing? I don't know. Russian Church? Russian Orthodox. Let's try. Maybe that would work. Nope. Well, kind of. Yeah, these guys. This is kind of what I mean. Yeah, there you go. There, here they are. Perfect. Let's save this one too. Preferences. Alright. So, these onions on top, they have like a little ball. Like a ball and then a cross, but that doesn't matter. But underneath they have a roof and then a column and then another roof. So we're missing a column here. Shrooms. I can draw shrooms. But shrooms don't live underwater that well, as far as I know. Don't want shrooms to suffer. Oh, by the way, do you hear the music? Because I tested one of the streams recently and there was no music there, but I remember that I turned it on. So now I'm a little bit worried. Water shrooms. Alright, we need to figure out what's going on in the front. Nope. This one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Save to stream references. Alright, so it has like a arced sides, but like all of the sides are kind of arced, and then there is a box behind them. Okay. And it seems like the box is actually this high. I don't know how we'll draw watercolor on top of this mess, because it's gonna be really, like, the paper is gonna be quite destroyed, I think. Yeah, that looks more churchy. There could be like this long window here, and like this circle thing. Maybe here is a bigger window, and then the door is also mimicking the side, so it's also like this really nice archway. Okay, something along these lines, and then there is like a, I don't know, some kind of decoration there, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But where's the sundial, you will ask me, and I will say here. Oh, and you know, might be interesting if the sundial is basically like a stump of wood with an X in it. Do you think that counts as sundial? Because if you don't move it, if you don't touch it much, then you would just wait for sun to go around it, and that's it. Okay, maybe a real sundial would be better. I don't know if we had sundial in Russia, like in medieval times. So these will be just like rocks, and the church also will be like sticking out of the water a little bit, maybe like this. Does it make sense? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Right. So there will be some fish, and I think it might be fun to draw fish alongside the isometric grid, as if they're on the flowing, like swimming on the X and Y axis. Also, let's research some aquarium fish. Aquarium fish. Oh, they have videos here now. That's interesting. Do you think it's copyrighted content that I'm showing? A carp. Carps are not aquarium fishes, Nervin. They are pond fish. Unless it's a really big aquarium. Okay, let's do a carp actually. Why not? I read crab first and got a little bit confused. Okay, it could be like, yeah, it could be koi carps. These guys. Alright. Don't know. I don't know, I guess it's hard to draw a fish so it will be recognizably one specific fish. This one, I don't know, carp. He has kind of like a flat head. It kind of looks like a vacuum cleaner. You know, this for cars. And then it's like it goes back down. Then he has a big belly, and then like a classic fish tail, and one fin at the bottom, one fin at the front. Is it carp? Would people recognize this as a carp? Not sure. Carp side view. That's... How is that carp? Damn. Carp. Fish. Okay. That's a good one. It's not really pretty. Sorry, carp. Carp lovers. But it is what it is. Oh, he has top fins as well. Like he has stuff here. And he has much more than only one. So it's like two here and one here as well. And then like a little beard. Let's not dig too deep into fish anatomy. At the end of the day, it's not currently the topic. we can go more into that at some other point. We can have like a fish stream where we only draw fish. And now I think the music stopped for some reason. Let's see. Huh. That's weird. Let's try this again. Sorry guys for technical difficulties. But the music player just decided to give up. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, I guess we'll go on without the music for now. The music player seems to be buggy. Just decided to stop playing any music. Alright, and then we need some seaweed there, I think. What else? Did anyone here used to have an aquarium with fish? Oh, there is the music again. Because I had it when I was, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13. I used to have an aquarium with a little bit of fish, but I didn't really take good care of it. And it was really boring because fish are not really interactive creatures. But maybe you know some cool things to put in the aquarium besides seaweed. I don't know, maybe some shellfish. design? No. How do you call them? Props? Yeah, let's call them props. Aquarium props. Alright. So, yeah, like this, some kind of these like different plants. That's good. But what else? And now my phone is lagging. What's going on today? Alright. But what else? What else? Maybe some shells. Yeah, shells are good. Some other seaweed. The houses and like this kind of stuff we already have in the shape of a sundial and a church. Open shell thingy, maybe. Like here, could have a pearl. There should be also, like, we can't forget the bubbles. Because it's part of the prompt. But where do the bubbles come from? And where do they go? I think maybe bubbles is something we can use like a white gel pen later for, because like if it's watercolor it can be also quite dark because it's underwater, and then it might be fun to have some white bubbles there. These corals also might be a good idea. Let's just save it. It's so easy now, you just go online, you find any image of like anything you need. Super convenient. So you don't have to guess. Maybe there should be something behind the church as well. Like, I mean, it could be just simply ground. Like this. But maybe it's... I don't know, I kind of was thinking about adding some trees or something, you know, since it's Russian Orthodox Church. Maybe something along the lines of like forests or something kind of Russian, or like fields or whatnot. But I don't know, it doesn't really fit there, I think. I guess I will put instead a thing that produces bubbles. Oxygen. Fish needs oxygen, I heard. So, yeah, this will be the bubble machine. It will be really hard to draw the water, I think, the surface. Because it would be cool to have it kind of be reflective and see-through at the same time, but that's not easy. Okay, maybe let's save this one as well and turn this thing into that. Alright. Okay, we're about an hour into the stream. think it's maybe time to slowly move into more detailed drawing. I wonder where is my kneaded eraser. I think I forgot it somewhere. This one. Alright. Well, she left me. I don't know where she is. I also, on my birthday, I got some of a few Tombow pens, which is amazing because I lost mine, so now I can use one of these too. And what I like about these also that it's water resistant, so like if you draw something with it here on the side for instance, and then use some water or tea in my case, like it doesn't smudge much, or like doesn't smudge at all, which is amazing. Now I think I will do the inking first. I think I'll get into inking, and then if we have time we'll do the watercolors as well. And let's switch music to something more ambient. Hello Chucha. Welcome to the stream. And let's switch the camera just for the sake of it. Let's move it up a little bit. Yep, that's good. Alright. Maybe I'll just turn on this light. It's kinda cloudy today. Oops. So the lighting conditions are not great. Wait, do I watercolor first? Maybe I should do the watercolor first. Wait a second, I will grab my watercolor water. I'll be back in a second. Alright. I have my water. I have my color. Let's do it. At least, I mean, I usually do, as some of you might know, I usually do like 2 or 3 passes. I do first with watercolor, and then another probably watercolor, and then inking, and maybe then another watercolor with like the tiniest of the details. So we'll see if how far we can get today. But nonetheless, let's start with just watering the water, basically watering the paper. And I'll try to stick within the boundaries of the water, because the way, like, I think it will look differently from the top and from the side. I mean, I don't think it's true. We can even search aquarium and then find like a 3/4 view. Quarter view. I'm a little bit worried that it's gonna get muddy, but oh well. Not much you can do about it. I mean, I can get rid of some more pencil lead up from the paper, but I think it's gonna be alright like that. Maybe I should also color the ground. Yeah, it might be cool to make a cut through the corner, but I mean, I won't draw the glass here. I will only draw this part of the glass, so it will be like the corner of the water. But yeah, I don't know if it will look cool as a cut through, because there is just water to cut through. Okay, I think the paper is wet enough. It's even starting to wobble. Yeah, this is the stones at the bottom. We have a layer of stones. Don't worry. Alright. So the church, if we remember according to our references, this was one of our references, and as you can see, the church is white with black, maybe dark green. Yeah, like if you look here, it's kind of really bright green. Maybe that's what I will do as well. So the walls are white, that means they will be blue underwater, but I think I will first draw all the elements and then do the blue pass on top of it. So first I will draw it as if there is no water. I don't know if it's if it's a valid idea, but let's go. So I have some sepia here to do the stones. Yeah, such a great color. Like you can add this sepia to basically anything to make it more dark without using black or something like that. It's really helpful actually. There are some parts that I didn't water, which I'm not sure why I didn't do that if I want to draw the whole thing first. Kinda doesn't make sense, but I will try here to use a little bit of different colors every time I pick the color from the palette. So like sometimes I would add a little bit of red or a little bit of yellow just to have some color variation, to know if it actually does anything to the end picture. But I don't know, it just feels like that's how it looks more natural, kind of. You know what I mean. On the close-up cam it kind of looks really weird. It's just just really wobbly paper and something dirty on the side. Maybe I should switch back to the main cam. At least this way you can see some of the overview. How is the grid going, Osk? Are you still doing the grid? Or are you already drawing the aquarium? Would be curious to see what others are drawing. Great, so you already have the grid. What's your next step? I think I might have problems with carbs because they might be also the same sepia color, kind of. We'll see, maybe it will be these koi carbs and then even the aquarium is ready, kind of. Amazing. Good job. Keep it up. Yeah, maybe the carbs will be these, you know, Japanese koi carbs. So it's kinda red and white and black, so you can actually see them, but they have a different shape. That's the problem. I think this part is the, you know, there are these creatures that live on the ground in the sea with like 100 little hands sticking up. Don't know how they're called. I mean, I know the Russian name, but I don't know the English version of it. In Russian it's actinia. Maybe it's something similar in English. I wonder if all the colors will mix up. If all the colors will mix up when I do the pass with blue later. it will look really dumb. But you know what? There is only one way to find it out. So, oh wow, there is. Wait a second. There is a big message from Musk. Right. Let me finish this part a little bit. Ah, you have a battle for the pencil. And some other people are complaining about work. Some other ones found a designer. What else? That's so weird. Let's. Oh well, it's okay. Maybe next time. Let's ask other people. Who else is having trouble with the sound? Like does the stream sounds too quiet for you? Like do you need to make the volume really high to hear me properly? Or because I want to just figure it out. So I don't know if it's the problem on my end or if it's something between Mosque and the stream or what's going on. So I mean, weird is okay. How about the loudness? I think weird is just because I have this crappy mic that I actually tried to replace it today, but the software didn't recognize my other mic, so I thought I'll try it later again. But the main question is like, do you have like if you listen to music after the stream or like alongside the stream or something, does it destroy your ears because the stream is too loud, too quiet, and you have to make it louder? Because that's kind of important to know. Because it's either I should do something about the microphone setup and all that, or oh, okay. So it is too quiet for you as well. I wonder why. Because it's there. I mean, I can add filters on audio channels and make them louder artificially, but it shouldn't be the case really. Like, I shouldn't need to do that. That's what's bothering me. Okay, thank you, Schmelicopter. Anyone else wants to share their experience? That's really important. Alright. Yeah, anyway, thanks Musk and Helicopter. I mean, I know Musk were saying that from the beginning, but other people were saying that it's all fine, so I got confused. I'll see what I can do next time, both with the mic and with the loudness. I will write it down after the stream. Alright, I see. So it's a common problem for everybody, which I will deal with for the next stream. How are the leaves going, Helicopter? Are you still drawing the leaves? And Wally, didn't you just draw leaves a few days ago with your shoes? Well, it actually doesn't. If you draw something once, it doesn't mean you can draw it again. But you can't draw shoes anymore. Cabin in the woods. Cool. Spooky or an inviting cabin? Spooky. Alright, I think I'll do the church. What's the English word for this thing? Church heads. Oops. Church things. Yeah, whatever they're called, doesn't matter. These guys, the green things. Inviting and spooky. That's a description of a cabin in the woods where we were in one of our RPG games. You remember? The one that was led by Vlad. That was really inviting, but also super creepy. Alright. That looks about right. Is this part also green? Or is that... Yeah, it's actually also green. I see, there is this one. Let's save it to references as well. And then it's white, everything is white. Except of the top part, which could be gold. I don't know if I can do gold with this ochre. It's not really bright. Let's save this one. But I think it would be cool to make it gold. Is there any way to make it gold without actually having gold paint? That's a question. Copper. You know what, actually this is not that bad. Look, it can be quite bright yellow. Yeah, I think actually this is a fine color for gold. Just gonna leave some white specular lights here. Like this. Just make it a little bit darker at the bottom. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it actually makes sense, I guess. And I think the light will go from the top, so on the second or third pass I will add some shadows on this side of the church and on these stones as well. But that's not that soon, I think. I will probably have to finish this off the stream. But that's alright. The main idea is to start on stream and actually do something for a little bit. Alright, how is the Inktober going? Is anybody doing the Inktober challenge? I'm doing it in kind of light format. I decided that I just want to draw every day, which I'm regularly not doing enough, I feel like. So I thought drawing something every day, even, you know, like if I don't have time, just finding 10 minutes to do a little sketch or something like that is already better than not doing anything. You know, little step by step. So, but I know some people are doing it in similar manner, or like some people are actually following the prompts. I sometimes follow the prompts, but I don't know, sometimes they're not that inspiring to me, so I just draw whatever I want, kind of. But I'm curious if some of you are actually doing that as well, and how is it going? Is it tough to stick to the challenge, or is it just easy because you're doing it anyway? Curious. I think in one of the like good approaches to this Inktober thing is to actually plan some like some project that you would work on, not just draw from prompts, but you know, use the prompts to fit in your own needs. You know, some, like if you want to draw, if you want to make world building or exercise, or like a character creation or whatnot, then you can set it as a topic for yourself and just use the prompts to spice things up a little bit. But in my case, I didn't really do that. Whew. Well, music challenge is also good. Especially, I think, in your case, it would be really cool to have the music kind of doing well by itself, so you don't have to like struggle with it. But yeah, I think like the most important parts of Inktober are this sticking to the every like to the daily schedule um, and sharing what you create, because sometimes like the stuff you create you're not really happy about. Yeah, with it's always like that with these lists of prompts and topics, because like sometimes you look at it and it's like, yeah, I don't know, like today's prompt for instance is ash. You know, not like just by itself without really thinking too much, it's not something that would inspire me or something like that, you know. So this is it's gonna be a struggle kind of. So, but you like it doesn't have to be ash. Well, first of all, you can take it as far as you want, the topic, and second, you can just say, you know what, ash is not fun for me. I'll do, I don't know, helicopters, and just I don't know, if you really want to have some connection, draw any character and call him Ash. Or, you know, you can always find a way to connect stuff if you really want to. But again, like I don't think it's necessary. Alright, we're actually quite close to finishing the first pass of watercolor. It's it's actually turns out quite challenging and fun to draw all these like different textures and shapes. I was kind of thinking that it's gonna be just a little sketch, but it turns out there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I still haven't drawn carps. Yeah, you see those guys, they're not that colorful. It's just kind of brownish fish. Nothing too fancy, you know, like this guy. Let's save him actually. Not really a colorful fish. But we can either make it colorful just for the sake of making it colorful, or I think I will actually stick with making it a little bit harder to notice. So it's gonna be a little, there's a little sepia, a little yellow, a little just like different colors here and there. I mean, the fish kinda has to adapt to the environment, so this guy evolved into fish that is good at hiding in the rocks, maybe. So it would make sense if he would be the same color as the rocks. What another thing that I really like about watercolors is that in the beginning it always looks really weird with all the white spots here and there, but eventually it kind of all takes shape and starts to make sense, and this like slow reveal of the final image is really cool. Where is our church? Okay, so it has kind of brown windows. Maybe I'll use my tiniest brush for that. We can think of some who if people skipped Inktober, we can think of some challenge for November and do it all together, including the streams. What do you think? Good idea to have a proper challenge for November and do it on stream and on Instagram as well. Oh yeah, definitely. So there is this app called Jazza's Artsy Games or something like that. It's from a famous YouTuber, Jazza, that you most likely know. And it can generate these prompts for you, and I thought why not give it a try, since they recently updated the app itself. So I thought why not give it a try, and then it generated this prompt: a church or religious site with a lot of bubbles and features a broken sundial. So that's apparently what we're doing. I admit it's kind of a strange prompt, and I don't know, I just thought maybe it would be fun to have something randomly generated. I will post the prompt as well in Instagram, or actually I think I should post it on Telegram. Yeah, if some of you guys don't know, we have Telegram channel that you can find through well, it's basically t.me/sketchbook. It's a really cool name. And there you can actually, I will show you. You can go into discussion group there. Okay, I won't show you because I have different rights in the group, but because I'm the administrator. But anyway, you can see the post there, and then go to discussion and then post your images while you're drawing them, or like just discuss some ideas that we talk about on stream here, like this November challenge, because the stream will end in a few minutes and we need some place to continue the discussion. So if you're interested in taking part in the discussion, then please join us on Telegram. I don't think I have the link somewhere on Twitch. I maybe should work on that. About the challenge in November, we can do it with drawing every day. I don't know if after Inktober people will be ready to jump in another daily drawing challenge. Maybe it could be like a weekly challenge that we draw on stream, and it could be something like a similar idea that we had in September, where with 3 or 4 streams we're drawing the same story or something like that. Maybe that's something that would be interesting to do. What do you guys think about that? Could be that we agree on the topic beforehand, and then maybe draw, like on stream we draw that. If people don't have time during the week, they can just come on stream and draw together. Or maybe it could be a surprise topic every stream, but that makes sense as one general story, or like one general topic. Yeah, maybe that's something to consider. Alright. How is it going on your side, guys? Whoever is drawing? Any progress? I mean, Mosque, I know that you have to do other stuff, so I guess that's not a question for you. You're busy man. But maybe the cabin in the woods is going well. Alright. Maybe I will finish this stuff. The music is really quiet, right? Yeah, maybe a couple of times a week is also possible. If I yeah, maybe like one during the week on Wednesday or something, there is one prompt, and then on stream it kind of changes into something else, or maybe it's a different task on during the stream. Let me know, guys, if you have any other ideas regarding that monthly challenge. Let me know on Instagram or Telegram or something like that. Ooh. About time to I think I will finish the stream in about 5 minutes or so. But it's great that it finally inspired you to draw something. It's never too late. So let's see what's left here. I mean, I will definitely not be able to do a second pass or like a third pass, but maybe some more details or something like that. I don't know about the glass, if I want to paint it, or maybe not yet. Yeah, I mean, we still have what, 3 weeks to figure out what to draw for the November challenge, if it's gonna happen. So still have some time to discuss that. Just making a little bit of shadow effect to bring some dimensions to this rock. Otherwise it's kind of all flat for now, which is totally alright, because it's just the first pass, but still. Let's actually wrap it up, I guess. I don't think I will do much more than what is already done. Alright, you know what? Oh, the Carl Twinings, the scientist and explorer. Yeah, maybe we'll pick up something like that. Just pick the story from last story, just take the same character and come up with a few new stories. Alright guys, I think I will call it a stream this time. There is much more I will do to this image. I will do at least 2 more watercolor washes with more details and with water, and then I will go on top of that with my new trusty Tombow pen. So as always, thank you very much for joining. If you drew something during the stream, don't forget to add the hashtag #sketchbookstream so everybody can see it and share the art. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. This was fun, kind of random challenge, and I hope you all will have a good day, and I will see you all next week the same time. Bye bye, have a good week.